we're off. I've just had to not had to, but wanted to. Adjust my camera exposure to plus 0.7 for a gloomy day. But when you go up here, there's too much sky in frame, so it always looks a bit crap. Well, I've got 2 Cull cows today. They're not the biggest ones actually. I had these are. I was actually a bit surprised myself how old they are. Not only are they on the old style passports, they're from 2008 and 2009, making them. Is that 15 and 16 years old ish this year? They aren't that quite that old, but nearly. They would be 15 and 16. So they're old cows. And the very oldest one, I'm a little bit concerned about her. She's not the fittest. She's a bit smaller than the other one, and she's just a bit unhappy on her back right leg or foot or something. When she wasn't limping at all, but she might be back to how she gets there. They aren't all that heavy. Got it there in a second. But neither of them was particularly big, but the less old one is very fit. Must have been in the shed with the store cattle for about 2 months. Well, they were a little bit mucky, but I was more worried the oldest one might go downhill fast if she slipped or anything. You only need to be bullied and slip on the ice and it could knack her up. She was a bit she's not the fittest anyway. And she still isn't. I think she might struggle to make £1,000, but she's just not that heavy. The other one might make about 12 or 1300. I don't know really. Whatever they make, they need to go, because they're getting pellets in there, out of clamped silage. They've been having a little bit of that as well, so they won't appreciate going onto hay, even though it's good hay. It's been a bit grim again this morning. We had, but it's not exactly bright, but I'm just putting my sunglasses on because the sky is bright. It's making me squint. I'm like, oh shit. Another vehicle. Gamekeepers. No. I'd say somebody was up here once before with like unusually good looking camera gear. I don't know, that's not it. Where he stopped, you think he'd walked up that track. I once went up there on my bike just to see what the hell was there, very early one, and it goes on for ages. I never did it at the end of it. I just went up just up to the hilltop and turned round. Because it doesn't go in a straight line, it sort of winds about. But I believe there is a sort of parking place there for when they're shooting. There'll be some woods nearby. I think it was possibly 1979, but I'm not sure. I remember going over to the sheep, and I think it was the 1st of May, if not it was more or less then, it might have been after that. And we'd had like drifting snow, there was snow drifts, and yet the cuckoo was calling in the trees up there when I went over. Just surreal. Yes, I think some of the roads, like up here, were temporarily closed by drifting snow. That's one of the worst late snowstorms I've ever seen. But snow in April is commonplace. That was a particularly well-known one. It might have been 82, early 80s. It wasn't the same one I was referring to, where it just snowed and snowed and snowed on the 25th. And there was like a foot of wet snow. Quite widely as well, it wasn't just a beer. But of course it went 2 days later, it had all gone. In fact, I think it was worse over here than it was at home. We had, at that time we had farm at Rosedale, Hartoft. I assume that was Will Finley driving that pickup. It was his pickup. It's fat market for sheep. I wonder why he's taking them there. Maybe he hasn't. He's maybe taking them to some sort of collection point as well. I understood that they did like supermarket contracts and things, but not be after all that. So if I've got the trailer on, I'm generally in third gear all the way down here. You just can't go much more than 40 miles an hour, and that's pushing it at times. I have when I haven't got the trailer on, I have a nasty habit of looking across to the right, because there's a very eye-catching little lake down there they created to do with the Ravenswick house. I'm sure it isn't actually there for technical reasons like cleaning up roof, essentially wastewater, but that sounds worse. It is. It's just like roof water and things like that to water off the yards. So there could conceivably be a tiny bit of oil and stuff from vehicles. Who knows? It's not really polluted. It needs to just sort of have a bit of biological action on it before it goes in the river. Once I get up, I can maintain about 50 miles an hour in fourth gear, and that's perfectly alright, really. Nobody needs to be flying past you at that. They can get past if they want. I certainly don't feel guilty for holding traffic at 50 miles an hour. It's not like you had a tractor where you try and pull in, maybe. I wonder what that phone mast has on it. It seems to have a hell of a lot of antennas on it, and it's not really all that substantial a pole. I still haven't commissioned the one in end of my yard. It's all set up, ready to go. The antennas and cables are all there, and so I think I saw them putting like shelving units and such like things in the cabin, so that the radio equipment just slot in. So it sounds like it might only be like a day's work, if that, to actually get it ready to go. But nobody appears to actually do it. So who knows? When they did the wiring cables, the lads there said they're often more or less being chased round by the team doing the rest of it. So he thought it could easily be next week, but that was at Easter. They came just before Easter. It was literally the Thursday before Easter they finished it. So I just you can't do out about it. Just wait. I think they don't really want to have it running. Probably they'll think that the power consumption will exceed what it generates in income. You may get through here this time. There is a big cement mixer, won't be exactly quick off the marks. It's on green. These are very smart traffic lights, and if there's a big queue here, they know, kind of. I'm not sure they would know. So they're a bit slow going, you see. I don't think we'll get through this time. They'll probably just stop me. Because I can't speed up that much to get through. I think I'm going to do it. Even if it goes yellow now, I'll keep going. Dickie Smith. This is another set of traffic lights. It's quite smart, so it doesn't hold you up if you don't need to be held up. There's quite a few things backing up there, so they needed to be let out. It sort of knows there's a camera on that light there. You can see it's like a little ball, it's unusual. There's two. And then there's another big camera on that light pole, isn't there? And this side there's a little ball cameras. I don't suppose anyone is actually monitoring it, not probably, probably can look at it. It's just done automatically. They detect vehicles and adjust the timings to suit. Cut in front of me. one of them decided she didn't like the look of it in there. And was going to fly out, but luckily we had the gate shut. I don't really know where I'm going here. Oh. It's just, I'm pretty sure that silvery pickup that was parked there, I got on the A64 in that way. So I'll just have a little look along here. They don't like them not to allow you to turn right, I really don't know. There's the A64. I bet you can't turn right. Probably alright coming off it. We'll do that again. Well, garlic's in flower down here. It's so much further ahead. Right, we need to go right here somehow. Now I know where we are. Multi-bikes from the police. God knows what I'm doing out here. It's utterly ridiculous. Well, I don't mind it because it's a nice ride, but this is a novelty, not half. That's not very wide, is it? Anyway, Malton Market rang up, wanted to know what's called a van number, which is a vet attestation number, which just means the vet looked at your medicine book and things. I thought she was going to say something worse, like one of the cows had broke its leg or something. Because one of them, she went a bit stroppy when I went there somehow. honest, I normally, if ever I come this way, it's on the bike because of, God, you can't see a thing there, can you? The traffic, and the fact it's not somewhere you would normally come with a trailer on. Isn't that a nice scene though there? The trees just coming in leaf. So, because that was the other thing I was going to say. Normally you come sometime in the summer when it's warm for a bit of a ride out. This is a truly spectacular long straight road along here. You can see through the trees it goes on. It's a bit like being in France. Perhaps that's what they were trying to emulate. Some of the French chateaux and things have things like this, like grand approaches. After that first rise it gets a little bit less perfect, shall we say. And here there's a gap in the avenue of trees. So really I've got all the way to here, and oh, it's chestnuts are flowering down here, but I can't say I've still got as far to go as if I just turned left out of Malton and I'd done with it. But I've done about 10 miles already. Odd times before I've had to go an alternative route back because of closed roads or flooding or something, but I don't think I've ever gone through Slingsby. I've definitely never ever taken a trailer through those arches because it was actually a bit narrow. Phew, God, what a stupid trick to do. With the trailer on. Well, that's still bringing in sheep at nearly 11. This was a bad idea. I think what I should have done is somehow got pulled off the A64 at a point where you could do a right turn. I didn't realise you couldn't turn right off the A64. I should have realised it. It did occur to me that might be the case. I don't mind admitting, but I didn't think. It would be not allowed at all. I thought it was maybe a bit difficult. The bizarre thing is, I was quite fancying running out down here one evening or something to do a bit of a wildflower hunt. And that's the old road on the right there. Woo! Never again will I do that. What a stupid thing to do. What happened was, in a nutshell, when I was coming to the big roundabout of Malton, I saw a silver pickup. As far as I know, he went straight across onto the A64, then took a left into Malton, and he avoided all the Shawfield Lane crap. I thought, you know what, that's not a bad idea. Can you go the other way? But you can't. So I noticed he got there ahead of me, unsurprisingly. And but I noticed he set off back the other way. And I know why, because of the you can't turn right onto the A64.